Hey guys, I'm back and I have another spectacular meal idea for you today. I can't wait to show you this. I know you're gonna like it. Before I get started, guys, I just really want to say thank you so much for hanging with me. I just read a couple of the comments that I saw that people posted. So beautiful. I certainly appreciate you guys. You could do anything else, but you chose to hang out with me and I certainly appreciate it. I can't say thank you enough. I really, really love you guys. Please keep hanging with me because I'm gonna do my best to show you some spectacular things. But first and foremost, thank you for even doing it to begin with. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, before I start to cry or anything, I'm kind of mushy. You know, I'm a waterhead. I'll cry about anything. But before that happens, for the people that are just now tuning in or just now seeing this for the first time, I have just 4 words for you. Comment, like, share, subscribe. That's it. Okay, and you can see some of these wonderful recipes. You're going to love them. Trust me, I'm being serious about this. So without further ado, we are going to get started with this great meal for today. Again, thank you to the people that have already been with me from this time past, and welcome to Branna's Kitchen. Okay guys, today we are going to make smothered chicken, no, that's not right, smothered turkey legs, turnip greens, and mushroom rice. Sounds good, doesn't it? I'm excited. For my friend out there that's gonna watch this and say that doesn't go together, deal with it, try it, stop being a naysayer. You don't know it until you try it. So, smothered turkey legs, mushroom rice, turnip greens. Let's get started. Okay guys, I am ready to get started. I had to put my little apron on today because this is a little messier than I normally do and I don't want to mess anything up. So we're going to get started. Got my apron, I'm ready to go. Okay, I'm gonna put the camera down so you can see what I have here. And guys, this is just 6 turkey legs. Now, I went ahead and seasoned them. So all I put on there, if you guys have been with me from other previous videos, I've made this little rub that I put on there that has the paprika, chili powder in there, onion and garlic powder, salt and pepper. That's what's on this. And I took the liberty of adding a little extra pepper. I just couldn't see any pepper on it when I put it in there, so I added more pepper to it. So that's what's on here. The same thing that I just named is in my little bag here of flour. And I know a lot of times when people fry chicken or fry whatever, they season either the flour or the meat. I season both of them because I want them both to be, you know, I think I need all of that. I need the flour season and the meat season to make sure we get the wonderful flavor that we are looking for. So I am going to put this camera down so you can see what we're doing. And I'm trying to use one hand, guys, so I don't want to put any flour, any turkey juice on my camera. So I'm going to put my turkey legs in this seasoned flour here. And I just use a gallon bag, guys, with flour. And there's two cups of flour in here that I added my seasonings to. And I'm going to throw the flour away once I finish using it. So I tried to put enough in here to make sure everything was coated once we were done. Okay, so guys, all I do, I just try to make this as neat as possible because one thing, I think that's another reason why I stopped frying stuff all the time when I was younger is because I hate the mess that it makes. And don't get me wrong, you may be not as messy as me and maybe yours isn't messy. Mine is. So what I do is I try to put everything, do all of my breading in a bag. So once I'm done with this, I can just put it in the trash. I don't have anything else to do with it. So I'm going to put the camera back down. And guys, all I'm going to do is just turn this over just to get everything nice and coated with our seasoned flour that we made up in our bag. Just get everything coated as best you can. And this just, guys, this is better for me. And I see a little bit of flour shaking out of there, so I must have a hole somewhere. But it's okay. We're almost done. So that's it. So once I'm done with this, I will take it over to the grease and I will take it out of here, put it into my hot grease, and we are done. So minimal mess and hopefully a yummy product after we're done. So I am going to go over, guys, and make sure the grease that I've heated up is hot and we're ready to go. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. I am ready to start frying off those turkey legs for you. I took the liberty of breading them for you. I showed you how I breaded them. Let me show you what they look like. They look pretty good. I'm really excited. Look at that. Wonderful. And all I did, guys, that's just flour, seasoned flour that I seasoned and breaded those turkey legs, but they look good. This is our pot here, and we have I'm using my Dutch oven today, guys, because once we're done frying this, we're going to pour this oil out, and we're going to use this Dutch oven, to cook our turkey legs in the oven. So I know this oil is ready, but remember, a quick little way for you to test it is get you a wooden spoon, stick the end of it in, and when you see the bubbles around the spoon, that means your oil is ready. It is hot enough to fry some stuff. All right, let's get in, guys, okay? I'm gonna grab my tongs, and I'm going to put these turkey legs in here. So wonderful already. Look at that. Ah, lovely. These things are pretty big, guys. I was trying to buy some small ones just to make sure they fit in my container, okay? And they do, wonderful. We're just gonna do 3 of them at a time. I have a total of 6, so we'll do 3 at a time just to make sure we don't overdo anything. And I'm gonna move this over. And guys, what we're going to do now, I am going to get my pot ready so that we can get started on those turnip greens. Now, remember I told you I have a friend that always says I put together weird stuff. Well, I've always said to her, it's not weird if I like it. See, that's the beauty of cooking your own meals in your own kitchen, is the fact that you can put together whatever you want. No one has to like it. This is dinner I'm cooking for me and Wesley. This is our dinner. He's learned to deal with my little stuff that I put together, and he's okay with it. He'll eat whatever I make. So it's not weird or it's not strange if you're cooking it for yourself. Now, if you don't want to put this combination together, guys, you can do whatever you want. You can take out the rice and maybe add some cornbread, maybe mashed potatoes. I don't know. This is what I had a taste for, so this is what I'm making, so it's not weird. She knows who she is, who I'm talking to. Okay, so I'm going to get my big pot right here, and I'm going to put it on the heat. And we are going to get started on those turnip greens, guys. I'm going to grab my turnip greens. And guys, these are frozen turnip greens that I got from a little place called South Finest Meats. There's a restaurant in town that actually cooks these kind of turnip greens. And when I found out this is where they came from and this is how they cook it, I've been doing it since. We don't have the same seasonings that we put into this, but I like this quality, this kind of turnip green, the frozen one. The kinds that you get from the regular grocery store is a little bit different, but these are perfect. They're still big. They actually look like turnip greens that might be homemade. You have to ask yourself if they're fresh or if they're frozen. These are frozen. We're going to get cooking right now. So I am going, and guys, this is a 3-pound bag. I'm going to try to cook about half of these, maybe give or take a little bit, but half of this. Okay, so I'm going to put the camera down so you can see. And I'm just going to pour this in my pot, guys. And again, I'm going to do my best to get half, maybe a little bit more. Okay? And guys, just like with anything else, when you're dealing with fresh or frozen things, you may find one in there that doesn't look very good. So you just take it out and pop it in the garbage disposal. I'm going to grab a paper towel, guys. Okay? So the first thing that I like to add to this, we are going to put in some of our chives. Now, guys, I know y'all are probably saying, she puts chives in everything. You're right, I do. I love chives. It lends a wonderful little oniony flavor to any recipe that you put it in. I love it. It's wonderful for me. So, again, if you don't like these, omit them. You'll be making a mistake, but if you don't want them, omit them. But I'm going to put them in. So, this, guys, I don't know how many cups are in here. This looks like maybe, I don't know, but we're just going to add some teaspoons to this. So, and I just have to look at it to see if it's right. That's 1, 2. So we're going to do it with all of these pretty much. So this is roughly, if I had to guess, maybe 3 1/2 tablespoons of chives. We are going to grab some of this olive oil, guys, and this is 1.5 cups of olive oil. I'm just going to pour that in. And guys, with my chives and my olive oil, really with all of the seasons I'm going to put in here, if I come in later after it's been cooking for a minute and I can see that it's not, I want more flavor in it or I will want more oil, I'll just add it. But this is what we're starting with. And I'm going to grab my measuring spoons here. And I am going to do remember I made this mixture the other day. This is onion powder and garlic powder. So I'm going to do a tablespoon of onion powder and garlic powder. So I guess we can say it's 1/2 tablespoon each. And guys, this is minced dried onions. Okay? So we are going to do, I have to look at it. Let me look at it and see first. That's 1 tablespoon. That is 2. I'm going to go with 3, guys. 3 tablespoons of our minced dried onions. And guys, I told you a long time ago that I put chicken base and a lot of my veggies that I cook. This is one of my favorite things to put chicken base in. This is a tablespoon, guys, a heaping tablespoon of chicken base. So we are going to add that to our pot. All right. And guys, let me give you a confession. I didn't tell you this to start, but when I make turnip greens or collard greens or any greens for that matter, I never put meat in it. I know everyone starts their greens with either a ham hock, some fat back bacon, what have you. But this is all that I put in mine. The only thing that might be missing from this that I typically put in it would be a bell pepper. I don't actually have any, but it doesn't take away or it doesn't do anything if I put it in or if I take it out. So we're not going with that today. So this is it. I'm going to take my pot over to the sink, you guys, and I'm going to put water in here just to cover it up until the veggies are covered, our greens are covered up. And you guys can see this pot, so it's almost half full. Okay, so we have all of our greens and our fixings in there and a half pot of water. I'm going to grab my lid and put that on there. That's it. I'm just going to let it cook down. Like I said, I'm probably going to check it periodically, give or take every 30 or so minutes. When it's the consistency or when it's the texture that I'm looking for and that I like, I'm just going to take it off and it'll be ready to eat. I'm going to pick up one of these turkey legs, guys, to let you see what it looks like. It's cooking away pretty wonderfully here. So I'm going to see if I can get in there. Look at that. Ah. That is beautiful. Wonderful. Let's look at this big one that we put in there. Look at that guy. Wonderful. Ah. Wonderful. Okay. All right, guys. I am going to finish off my first batch of turkey legs, get my second batch started. I'll be right back. Okay guys, we are back. We have fried off all of our beautiful turkey legs. How beautiful are they? Wonderful. Man, those look good. Okay, I'm going to put the camera down so you can see what we're about to do next. We're going to make our gravy to smother our wonderful turkey legs in. And guys, there's so many little morsels of fried flour in the bottom of this. It's going to be a wonderful seasoning base for our gravy. So I am going to take some of that flour that we seasoned, guys, and I'm just going to sprinkle it down in this oil. And guys, I poured all the oil out of here with the exception of about ½ a cup. So I'm going to put some of this flour in here to start our roux. And guys, like I've told you so many times before, I wish I could give you the measurements. I don't have them. I have to look at this just to see what it looks like. That's how I make my gravy. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more because it can take a little bit more. And guys, I think this was about maybe a cup of flour that I had in that bowl. So, looks like we've used close to a cup. But guys, just when you get it, when it looks like a little paste, we are going to let that do. And I'm going to go with that for right now. Maybe just a little bit more, guys. A little bit more. So it looks like we put almost a cup and a half of flour in there. Maybe closer to just a cup, but once it comes to that little paste consistency, that's all you want. And guys, I can see all that wonderful pepper in there. I told you I added extra pepper to it because I couldn't see it with my little seasoning that I made. So extra pepper is in there. Looks wonderful. All right, guys, so we are going to take our water pot here and we're going to add some water to it. And again, this little this little pot here holds about 6 cups of water. So that was about half that we put in. I'm going to grab one of my whips and we are going to just stir. Just to get a wonderful thickness. Because remember, guys, I told you, once that roux heats up and we add the water to it, it's going to thicken pretty quickly. So you want to have your wire whisk on hand. So that once, look at that, thick already. Beautiful and thick and wonderfully creamy. Look at that. Okay, guys, we're going to add more water to it because it is pretty thick. Maybe about a cup, give or take, more of water. And stir it. Look at all those wonderful pepper flakes. Y'all may not be excited about pepper flakes like I am, but I always am. That is pretty thick and wonderful, guys. Let's add some more. And again, once it reaches the consistency that you want, you can stop adding water to it. And don't forget, guys, now when it's as thick as you want it, it can be a little bit looser than you want it because we're going to add our turkey legs back in there and they have bread on the outside of them. So that's going to add to the thickness. Add to the creaminess, but add to the thickness. So you don't want to have a big mushy paste when you stop. So this needs to have a little bit looser consistency than if you were not adding something back into it that was already breaded. That looks wonderful, guys. While we're waiting on that to heat up, we'll go ahead and add our other ingredients. Guys, this is minced garlic. So I think I'm going to start with a pretty big tablespoon of that. We're just going to dump it in. I am going to add a half teaspoon of our onion and garlic powder. It doesn't need anything in it, but you know, just because I took it out, it won't hurt to add just a little bit more in there. And remember those minced dried onions we had? We have a little bit left over in our bowl. That's about 1/3 of a cup. We're going to add that in. We're going to grab our whisk and stir this up. Turkey legs. Let's see if you can see that. And put back into our pot. And these turkey legs turned out so wonderfully, you guys. Oh, I'm so proud of them. I'm going to try to get 4 on the bottom and maybe 2 at the top if I can. Just a big one in there. That looks so good, you guys. Oh, my word. Oh, my goodness. That looks absolutely amazing. Just get it in there as best you can, guys. And we are not about to waste this wonderful seasoning that's on this platter. Not at all. It's going in. Going into the pot, guys. A little bit of that oil, a little bit of those wonderful crispies that came off our turkey legs. Going in, going in. And as you can see, guys, it's boiling now. So wonderful. Guys, there is nothing left for us to do to this except add our onions. We have 2 bay leaves here, guys. We're going to drop in 2. And guys, I'm only using 2. Feel free to use more. I use 2 because bay leaves are a bit overpowering sometimes. So the bay leaf is not. We just want the bay leaves to lend a little bit of flavor, but we want that turkey and gravy to really shine. So we're going to add our fresh onions. Remember, we already put our minced dried onions in there. But we are going to add some fresh onions that we sliced. And we are just going to put those on the top and try to get them in there. Oh, guys, if you could smell this kitchen. I know you are sick of me saying that, but it is true. This makes me even hungry. You know, it just makes me want to eat a little bit more. Look at that. And guys, I'm going to use this and turn this over because that has gravy on the back of it. I'm going to do the same with this one. Just turn it over a little bit just to make sure it is completely covered with that beautiful gravy that we made. Ah. Wonderful. Oh my goodness. Guys, I don't know about you, but I can't wait to eat. I can't wait. Okay. So guys, we are going to grab our lid. It is bubbling away. Look at that. Wait a minute. Hold on. You know. Let me throw some chives in there. I can't help it. I can't help it. I told you that chives are my favorite things to put into stuff. It just looks amazing. So we're going to grab our lid. Turn off our heat. And guys, I am going to pop this in my oven. And guys, I think I failed to tell you that that oven was preheated to 350 degrees. We're going to pop this in here. I am going to check it after about 45 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay guys, we are back, and while our turkey legs are in the oven getting nice and wonderful and gooey and creamy and delicious, and our turnip greens are here getting all prepared and cooked and ready, we are going to cook our mushroom rice. skillet here, and in my pan, I have just a half a cup of olive oil. This is, maybe a cup and a half of chopped mushrooms that I chopped. So we are going to get that in the pan, guys. And guys, again, this is the most simple recipe that you could ever make. It's simple and it's quick and it is delicious. Okay? And guys, I'm going to tell you, that does not look like enough olive oil. Let me grab some olive oil real quick. I'm going to pour just a bit more of that in there. If I had to guess, maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons more. Because it's that olive oil that actually mixes all of this together and just makes it wonderful. Now guys, our mushrooms are not seasoned, so I am going to grab a spoon back here. And I am going to put just a little, just a sprinkle of salt, guys. Not just, and some people, you don't even have to do this if you don't want. I just want all of it seasoned, so I'm going to put a little bit of salt on it. You already know. A little bit of chives. You knew that. You knew that. And a bit of black pepper, guys. About a teaspoon of black pepper. Just to get it cooked down. Because we want the wonderful flavor and texture of the mushrooms. So we don't want to do too much to them. We just want them to cook down just a little bit. So that it can be equally as delicious and wonderful and mixed with our rice. Okay, guys, I think that is good enough. I'm going to take my rice, guys, again, cooked rice. And this was, I don't remember if you watched the last video or not, but when you're doing the long grain rice that's not already that's not instant rice, it's just regular rice that you have to cook. The ratio of rice and water is 1 cup of rice per 2.5 cups of water. That's a serving of 4. It's the measurements are on the outside of the container, so you can look at it if you want more than 4 servings of this rice, okay? So I'm going to put this back down so you can see it. Okay, so I'm going to just take my rice and just pop it in here. That's it. Nothing special about this. We've sauteed our mushrooms with some salt, pepper, and chives. And we're going to take our rice that was previously cooked for us this morning or this afternoon. And we're just going to add it to the mushrooms. And guys, I'm not going to add all of this. I'm going to look at it to see if all of it is needed. Because if it's not, I won't put it in. I want almost an equal amount of rice to mushroom. I'm going to grab my little pot over here. Look at that. So beautiful. And I don't see enough chives in there, so I'm going to add some more in just a minute. Don't worry. But so beautiful. And guys, this is so simple. A wonderful little side dish to go with anything that took us all of a minute. Like I said, once you cook that rice, this takes no energy whatsoever to make. So wonderful. Look how beautiful that is. Look at that. Oh my. And guys, what I have was a serving of 4 here. So I don't know. You may want a little bit more than this, but it's just Wesley and I. So this is what we're going to eat. Guys, that is it. Nothing else is necessary for this. You are free to add onions in here if you want, or I don't know, parsley maybe. I don't know, but this is spectacular and complete. This is it. Nothing else to do with this. All right, beautiful people. Food is ready. All of it is done. Let me let you look at it. Check out these beautiful turkey legs. Beautiful, wonderful, oh my word. Check out these turnip greens, guys. All that water that we put in there, it's all cooked down, nice and wonderful and simmered down and beautiful. And this beautiful, beautiful mushroom rice. Oh, okay, guys. It is time to eat. I am going to fix us a plate. I'll be right back. Look at our wonderful, beautiful plate. That beautiful turkey leg, those wonderful turnip greens, mushroom rice. Oh, and don't sleep on my cute little decoration. Look at that. All right, it is time, without further ado, to eat. Okay, before we get started, Father, Thank you for the food we are about to receive, for the nourishment of our body. Thank you for you, Lord, and thank you for your precious Son, Jesus Christ, and thank you for his Holy Spirit. We love you, Father, and we thank you. We give you all the praise, all the honor, and all the glory, Lord. In the mighty name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. Okay. I'm going to let you see this. Look at this. And guys, I have a knife here, but I don't believe there's a need for it. Let's get in. Look at that. Wonderful. Let's grab some of that rice and some of that turkey and a little bit of that grain. Look at that. That's your first bite. Look at that. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I knew that was spectacular. Hold on, let's get some of these greens. Look at that. Oh. Guys, this has got to be the most tender, flavorful turkey you'll ever eat. And it is so, oh my God, it is so highlighted with that rice. Oh. Like I said, I took out a knife. No need. No need at all. Look at this. Look at that. Just wonderful. And guys, I think I failed to mention that turkey is my favorite meat. Turnip greens, my favorite vegetable. Guys, thank you so much. This is a wonderful, wonderful meal. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. As I said earlier, I certainly appreciate all the time you spend with me, and I will do my very best to make sure you like being here. Thank you so much, you guys. I will see you later. Thank you for watching Branna's Kitchen. Bye.